So welcome everyone to round 6 of IOR Season 8. We are here today at Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix. We had this race last season in Season 7 on F1 22. And it was possibly the most dominant drive ever in the whole IOR story, with Cucumber winning, starting on pole position and finishing almost 36 seconds ahead of Nick FIFA, who came to finish in second place in that race. That was time ago in F1 22, and Barber is out of the session already, scratched out just at the exit of the pit lane. That's a very early DNF by the McLaren reserve driver today. We have already most people on an out lap. It's a very short track, so you can easily try and set a lot of laps in here. You can try and do 2 warm-ups laps if you want to. And well, track seems very dark. You can see that possibly grip is gonna be very low because track is cold, and there seems to be rumors that there might be rain on the race, but since Codemasters being Codemasters, we can't actually figure out it yet if there will be or not rain in the race, or if maybe it will come later on in the race, or who knows what, but we'll see. And Cucumber has already invalidated a lap, but I think he's actually doing an extra warm-up lap, probably. He's not on an out lap, so he has effectively started a lap, but it's gonna be an extra warm-up lap for Cucumber there. And let's go on board with Hunter now. The man in the Alfa Romeo is coming into the end of Sector 2. There's been a yellow flag in Sector 3. I think that's just cars going slow to make time for the start of the flying lap. Following Hunter into, how do we call this corner? I'm not sure, but it's the corner before the long DRS straight. Of the 3 DRS zones this track has. Following Hunter now into a long straight. And before this very tricky chicane that you have to nail perfectly and quickly at the same time, that you don't have to cut it enough to invalidate the lap. Baraka now sets the fastest lap of the session at 1:10.1. Hunter goes second fastest at 1:10.5. Talas goes now second fastest at 1:10.3. Oh, and he spun it there. But that spin is not gonna really cost him anything. Arcaps goes third fastest at 10.3. Who else is on a flying lap? That's Kala setting an 11.4. And where is Cucumber, the man following him into turn 1? The man that's also driving on his home race. Coming into first sector. Getting a really good run. Now Theos goes first fast. A mega lap there by the Ferrari driver, who's also coming back since Jeddah. Sets a 9.7 mega lap. And I think it started raining. Yeah, it started raining, so you gotta get a lap done quickly. You gotta set a lap quickly, or you are not gonna be on time, and the track is gonna be pretty bad. And that might give Theos actually pole position if the track's already getting bad. And now following Cucumber through Sector 2. He's not setting a purple sector. That might be qualifying well over then. If the rain has actually already messed up track completely, then it might well already be over, and might Theos be already on pole position. Could well be. Following now Nick FIFA, the other driver that needs to set a good lap, as he's expected to be fighting at the front. Following now him into the final chicane. It is very tricky chicane. I'll see it really hard if he's gonna be able to set something good. Cucumber goes actually second fastest. Where is Nick FIFA gonna go on this lap? He goes 8th fastest. Not a good lap for Nick FIFA, and I guess that's gonna be the last one he's gonna be able to set. And this, as I said before, might be, well, pole position for Theos already. It's raining on track, and we possibly have already ended qualifying. And well, congratulations to Theos after coming from Jeddah and getting pole position after just 6 minutes that qualifying started. And as I said, I guess this is over. So drivers probably just gonna be practicing now. Maybe on the wet track. Still for slicks though, but... But in any case, can still be a good practice, as I said before, for the race. Not trying to practice with some higher fuel on the car. And well, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a little break due to, well, I know where this is going. There's not gonna be any improvements. Just have to see what Callas is doing now in Sector 1. And he's gonna be 4 times lower than his previous lap just in Sector 1. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a minute and we'll be back soon. Definitely not everyone's gonna retire. That's basically impossible that it will happen, because there will be someone that at least will want to practice. So we still have to wait the remaining 10 minutes. Probably I don't see the whole grid retiring. So I'm gonna go, we'll be back, and you'll see everything will be exactly the same when I'm back. We are back. Still 7 minutes to go on the qualifying session. As I said before, nothing's gonna change. Just people will do some practice probably, as they are already doing actually. We see a lot of people, other people already retired as well. We see Sales is on an out lap on intermediate tires. Equasar is gonna be testing the wets, I think. Callas now has retired from the session. Bio was unable to set a lap. Bialo is also doing some practice on the wet conditions. And Arrieta, well, he's also in the pit lane, unable to set a lap as well. We're gonna go on board with Hunter now in the intermediate tires, following him into Sector 1. And we still don't know if the race is gonna be dry or wet. We'll find out. At least this qualifying session got very unpredictable in the end. We just had 5 minutes of pure classification, then the rain came and there was nothing else to do. Bialos just retired in the pit lane. Still people doing some practice in here. Teus, our pole sitter, coming into the final chicane. It's gonna become the third pole sitter of the season, after Cucumber of course and Nick FIFA. Theos already won a race in IOR in Portugal last season. Can he be going here for his second win in his IOR career? Also coming back since Jeddah, as I said before. He's gonna have Cucumber, Baraka, Thales, teammate Archives in P5. Grid is gonna be pretty close. Then, as I said, Nick FIFA on P8, the other driver that has demonstrated has the pace to be fighting for poles and wins. Is gonna be on P8 Hunter, who we'll see what can do today. And Legendary Go, Demand that got a podium in Baku as well. Has improved a lot if we compare him to his last season results by far. Equasar, the best driver in consistency of the whole league on P9. We'll see what he can do to get a better result. He's the driver with the best racecraft in the whole league, without doubt. He's always finding out how to put that car, even if he doesn't have the pace that week, at the top places and score great points for Mercedes. Sales warming up tires. He's gonna try another flying lap on the intermediate conditions. 4 minutes to go. We're gonna follow the pole sitter Theos into the main straight. Goes down to 4th gear into turn 1, still in the wet conditions. 3rd gear in the next one, quickly up to 4th gear. Down to 3rd gear, I guess, trying to correct a bit there, doing some testing. We've got some comments in the YouTube box, so I'm gonna quickly go and read that. Baraka is now on an out lap as well. The man that got his maiden podium of the season. Oh, and that's Sales and Baraka, I think, getting close to each other. We're gonna do some race practice. Following now Baraka on a flying lap, well, if we can call it a flying lap, the man in the AlphaTauri that will be looking for his maiden win of the season today. Definitely will be on the fight. I think this race can be, as I said, Canada is a very close track. This race is going to be between Theus, Cucumber, Baraka, Thales, even Archives, I think, Nick FIFA, I think will also get into contention. We'll see what Hunter and Goat can do. So I think this race is going to be a very competitive one. Also because Canada is a very easy track to stick to the DRS, just 3 DRS zones. So yeah, I'm expecting a really good race here. between all these drivers in front. I have 1 minute to go. As I said, I'm gonna read the comments before this ends. I think we got a round 3. Theos having a lot of issues to control that car on the rain. Meanwhile, Baraka is still practicing. As I said before, he found very good stability in that car, as I can see. And let's see what the comment says. Echosaur says hashtag IOR. Thanks for the support, mate, as always. Then Echosaur also says, standings are close for second, but today I'm not feeling fast. Hope for fun race. Yeah, standings are very close for second place between you and Thales. If I'm not wrong, there's 1 point separating the two of you, but due to all the Stuart decision being showed up late because of all what happened in Spain, I had to publish we'll have to publish the standings after this race, so we'll have to add the points of Spain and of Canada at the same time, which should be published next week as soon as possible. Then Ninja says it is full qualifying now. I just see it says quali 1, that's all. Yeah, that's an issue by the game. It's actually not full quali. We are still doing just short quali. And Ninja also says hashtag IORs. They're also showing his support for the league, so I appreciate that one as well. So thanks Equastar, thanks Ninja for showing your support to IOR as a league. And now coming into the end of qualifying itself. So timer's got 2-0 now, and that's the checkered flag. Theos, congratulations for pole position. We already knew you were gonna get it, but now it's official. Baraka still practicing on the intermediate tires. Hunter and Goat already in the line. Nick FIFA practicing as well. Equasar also gonna finish a practice, and that's gonna be the only 3 drivers remaining. That's gonna be the only 3 drivers remaining on a lap at the moment. They will be soon finishing. There goes Equasar in the line, and that's the end. DRS just disabled now. So, well, I guess that means the DRS was enabled even though of the rain. Now, Nick FIFA and Baraka still about to cross the line. And that's the result. As you can see, Theos takes pole position, his first of the season. Cucumber will start in second, Baraka in third, Thales on P4, Archives on P5. Looking really good for Ferrari now, having their 2 cars almost at the front. And meanwhile, you can see Equasar on P9 for Mercedes. From AlphaTauri, Bialo is starting on P17. For McLaren, Thales without a teammate this weekend because Cameron is racing as a reserve. And well, yeah, Ferrari looking really strong this weekend to score very strong points. And yeah, of course, they will be fighting for the win as well. With Theo starting on pole, Archives will do his best to try and help his teammate as well. And why not thinking also of an Archives win? It's also looking for that maiden IOR victory. We are coming now to the start of the main event, and there's no rain. Of course, that doesn't mean it won't come later. So we gotta see, it might be a race with mixed conditions. Also, that might bring up split strategies, because yeah, some people will maybe try and stay out to wait for the rain. But also I gotta say that at least in previous F1 games, and if I remember correctly, this track, the tire difference is massive when putting on new tires, so you can gain a lot just on one lap with fresher tires. So maybe some people will also be looking after that. And also I guess this might be the shortest, or one of the shortest pit lanes in all of the calendar, in all the calendar. so that will also might help drivers take decisions. So we will soon see what these strategies will be. We're getting ready to start the Canadian Grand Prix. Theos on pole, Cucumber in second on his home race. There come the lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Theos, I think, has got a good start. Cucumber's also got a good start, trying to attack Theos around the outside. But Theos will be able to hold into his place. Thales attacking Baraka now for third of the race. He's going to be ahead on this one. I think Thales is on soft. So yeah, Thales making up the move quickly there on Baraka. Now he's going to try and go for Cucumber as well, his championship rival. You have a yellow flag, I guess that's TMC at the back. Well, let's enable all the telemetry and stuff as soon as possible. Yeah, so I said Thales on softs, aiming for something a bit different in here at the start of the race. Now he's gonna go and attack Cucumber. He needs to make up these moves quick if he wants to really make those softs work. There's been a yellow flag at the back, that's Cameron Barberoff in the end of Sector 1. Tails leads, followed by Cucumber, followed by Thales, followed by Baraka, followed by Archives. Archives is also looking on a move against Baraka in here. But it's mediums against hards. This might be a bit more difficult, of course, than softs against hards, like it was for Thales at the start. Now, Archives on this lift trim off. Baraka is going to try and get this one done. Coming into chicane, and yeah, he's going to get it done. Nothing Baraka could really do there. Thales also getting out the move done on Cucumber's championship rival. Stays ahead. Archives also made the move. Can he get the move done on Cucumber as well? Archives right at the back of Cucumber is going to be looking to attack him there. Thinks about it. Cucumber also thinking about trying to attack Thales once again, but I think it's not really necessary to do at the moment. Nick FIFA's made up a place against Legendary Goat as well. Bialo may get a massive start in there. He's making up places, getting ahead of JM. Down the inside they go. Into the corner, of course, where Battle went off in 2019. And now Bialo also, could this be Bialo's finally his fight back after all the bad moments he's had since last season and this one? Would be nice to see Bialo scoring points, his first points of the season. Theos leads, followed by Thales. Thales will also be on the move against Theos in here. McLaren versus Ferrari in the lead for the race. Baraka, I think, is attacking now Archives. Yeah, Baraka attacking Archives there. Down the inside is going to try and send the move there. Sends the move down the inside. Is there going to make a little bit of contact in there? But Archives in the end is going to get the better exit out of that corner. Baraka will be on for the attack once again. Archives doing his best to stick to the back of Cucumber, who's not trying to deploy any battery. Theos doing his best as well to stick into that lead of the race. Now Thales will be on for a move here. I think he's getting for the lead now. He's going for the lead. Theos also trying to deploy a bit. I think Thales is going to wait. I think Thales will wait. He's not going to go for the move yet. Really close to touching the back of the other Brazilian driver there. Just simply the tire difference is massive between these two. I think he should have tried and go for the move. I guess he was waiting for the DRS. DRS enabled now. Let's see how this will turn around. Theos leads in lap 3 of the race. I don't think that lead will last for long, at least for now, because Thales is on soft, of course. He might retake it later when he gets the better tires, or well, whatever happens later on this race. Now Thales on this lift trim off Theos. I think he's gonna wait for the next DRS zone. Just sitting at the back of the Ferrari driver. Meanwhile, Archives and Baraka, have they continued their battle? Not yet. And it's a big DRS train here for the lead of the race. And Thales touches the back of Theos. Thales has touched the back of Theos. That's what I was saying. He was being really optimistic there, or I think got really... I don't know, but he sent Theos off, and that's a Brazil incident between Brazilians, not something you would like to see. And well, both have messed up now, but I guess there's not damage. I think there's not damage for that, because the touch was very slight, but of course Thales will get a penalty if that gets reported after the race. That was very clear that it was his fault. And as I said, should have been a bit more patient there in waiting for them, if he was gonna get it done anyway. Now Cucumber leads, followed by Archives, followed by Baraka, and well, are we gonna see another Cucumber win today? At the moment it's looking likely, very very likely. Baraka might be on as well for a win in here. He's on the hards, we don't have to forget that. Though I really feel bad for Theos, I know that wasn't his fault, and yeah, I think he definitely would have deserved better. Of course there's still a long way to go on this race, but having an incident for something like that is very unfortunate. Also unfortunate for Thales as well, though. So I have to be honest, I think that was definitely his fault. I don't think there's much to say about it. But anyway, it's a long way to go on this race. Just gotta keep it nice and clean, stay calm, and well, you never know what might happen in the remaining of it. So yeah, we can see still a good fight from these two in the remaining of the race. Meanwhile, Archives is on the attack for Cucumber. He's gonna try and get this one done in the main straight. He's gonna try and attack Cucumber now. Cucumber just trying to sit there in the lead of the race. Cucumber leads, followed by Archives, followed by Baraka, followed by Hunter, followed by Nick FIFA. All of these guys holding into the DRS range. We might be about to see also, like in the old days, the Cucumber Baraka battle for the win. This time split by Archives, of course, but still, we gotta see how this will turn. Both with full ERS, Archives had to use a bit more because he's trying to get the move done against Cucumber in here. Hunter right at the back, and he is lost DRS with Baraka. That will definitely help Nick FIFA to try and attack Hunter into the next race, but Hunter quickly retakes DRS with the drivers ahead. Meanwhile, Tails making up some moves, but he's going off the road there, getting a bit impatient maybe. He's got ahead of Bio now, up to P14 of the race. Archives once again thinking about it. Goes down the inside, gets the move done. Archives takes the lead of the race in lap 5. It's another Ferrari leading. It's definitely not the way the team would have wanted exactly, but in any case, Archives, a Ferrari driver, leading once again the Canadian Grand Prix. Cucumber in second, Baraka in third. Now Baraka, might he try and attack Cucumber? Cucumber will also try to stick to the back of Archives, I guess, at this point. Bialo making the move on Joseph. They're down the inside, made a little bit of contact. Bialo on a really good race for himself, I gotta say. I didn't see a good race from Bialo time ago. I'm really happy to see this, by the way. Goat is out of the race. That's gonna be a safety car. That is gonna be a safety car, and that's gonna mess a bit up the hard runners. Because what they do, they are not getting to the end. Goat out of the race, not sure what went on there. And that's gonna bring Theos and Thales back into contention. Thales is on fresh heart, so he might be in a bit better conditions than the rest. Now, pit or not pit is the question. It's gonna be our first safety car of the race. That's I don't know what happened to Goat there, but well, Goat off, and we got a safety car. But I was saying, this is a mega race from Bialo till now. Started nearly last, already on P7 of the race. There's a long way to go. And I want to say I'm really happy to see this, because we didn't see a good race from Bialo, I guess, in Season 6. Where he did a mega job to finish very high in the standings. And Season 7 was a terrible one for him. But after that, yeah, it's very nice to see Bialo on the fight once again. Bialo coming in as well, as soon as I talk about him. Everyone coming in the pit lane. Callas will stay out as well. Most people are in. Yeah, most people in the pit lane. That might be a mess up by the top 4. Or top 5 now. Archives quickly on P6. Barber is out of the race. He's retired voluntarily. So Archives and Nick FIFA coming out in a really good position now. Nick FIFA is also in a very good position now on those medium tires. Fresh mediums. We'll see how the restart will go. Cucumber versus Baraka in the lead of the race. Meanwhile, Theos and Thales also in really good position. I think Thales could easily pit for medium senior, because he's not gonna lose much. I think that would be much more beneficial to stay out on 3-lap old hards. But we'll see what the decision will be. Wesley is a ghost. I have been informed that he's had some connection issues around his house. Well, a bit different stuff, but anyway, yeah, he's not gonna be able to take part in the race anymore. Cucumber is leading, followed by Baraka, followed by Hunter, followed by Callas, followed by Arieta. These guys have decided to not come in the pit lane. Archives is the man that would be in the net lead of this race, followed by Nick FIFA. Because of the pits, of course. And well, actually Nick FIFA not, because he would have to pit anyway. But he's gonna have better tires than the drivers ahead. They just need to be patient and try and make the moves. We'll see how the battle against Cucumber and Baraka will go ahead. If Archives will be able to, on fresher tires, get ahead of these guys. And of course we gotta keep an eye on Thales and Theos as well from the back. What are they able to do on the rest of this race? I guess safety car will be going out on this lap. The pack is already getting closed up together. We are gonna get going now in lap 9 of the race. Cucumber is gonna restart the race, followed by Baraka. Let's see, Cucumber is very good doing restart. We already saw him doing this in the past races. And he caught napping a lot of drivers, but Baraka is one of the smartest drivers in the whole league, so I don't think he'll get caught napping by Cucumber. Actually, I think a decent restart there by Baraka in any case. He's lost a bit, but it's not been really bad. Not a bad restart at all. We get going. Arcubs and Nick FIFA will be on the charge now. Theos versus Thales as well. Theos already attacking JM for P12 of the race. Bialo getting the move done against Black Bala. I guess Black Bala getting the move done on Bialo actually. There goes Bialo down the inside and he's gonna think about a move on TMC as well. Good move there by Bialo, getting a bit off there, but once again retakes composure on the race, sends it down the inside. Really good move there by Bialo once again. Massive job by this guy today on an excellent race for himself. Till now I gotta give him driver of the day. And he's on fresh tires, so we'll see what he can do in the remaining of it. We'll see what he can do in the remaining of the race. There goes Arcubs, also will try and think about a move on Arietta. Meanwhile, Cucumber and Baraka building a little gap there in the lead. Black Bala, oh, he's got sent a bit off there by TMC. That's going to allow Joseph as well, who's on fresh tires. And Sales getting involved in this as well. Thales also following here in the battle. Nick FIFA getting the move done on Arietta, same as Archives. As I said, both come on the charge now to try and close to Cucumber and Baraka. Theos already up to P9 of the race. Thales will be looking to make a move on Black Bala as well. Both looking strong. As I said, there would still be more chances on the remaining of this race. They definitely have found those chances. We'll see what Arcubs and Nick FIFA can do, as I said before as well. Thales ahead of Equasort, sending a move on TMC, gets the move done. Aggressive one by Thales there for sure, and couldn't get it done in the end. He's getting attacked back once again by Equasort. Good team there by, and also these two fighting for second place in the standings. There goes Thales, gets the move done. Nice job there by Thales. Really clean racing and hard at the same time by these guys. Now Bialo against Theos. I don't think Bialo can really do anything to hold Theos. Theos comes much faster than Bialo. Gonna go in down the inside, make the move, hits him a bit there. I think there's been a yellow flag safety car. Why exactly? Well, I don't get what happened there, but for some reason we've got a safety car. Now is Cucumber and Baraka pitting? Cucumber, I think, does pit. Baraka stays out. Hunter is in the pit lane as well. Nick FIFA is in the pit lane. Does he have damage? He doesn't, but he still wants to pit. That was very weird. Thales is out of the race. Thales out of the race. And well, I guess that might be World Championship hopes over at this point. I know the season is long, but with the number of DNFs, it's getting harder and harder for Thales. And I don't know what was the case this time, but he's just retired the car. Now, both Ferraris back on it once again. And well, once again, as I said, second safety car of the day. It's unreduced, but in this case, I'm not sure what exactly brought it out this time. And most people on fresher tires, I think Baraka might have made a little mistake. They're staying out on those old hards. Could now well lose a lot to the Ferrari, especially. Maybe especially to Theos, who's gonna be coming strong on those fresh mediums. And Cucumber and Nick FIFA as well on pretty fresh tires. Nick FIFA's probably gonna try and go to the end if there is no other safety car remaining on this race, if there doesn't come out again. Safety car in this lap, we're gonna get going to start once again in the Canadian Grand Prix. Baraka leads. He's looking on, as I said, for his maiden win of the season, though might be a bit complicated now with the two Ferraris. At least at this stage, of course, things can happen later on, but in this stage he's gonna have a little disadvantage due to fresher tires and teamwork. He also has Bialo though, right there in P4. His teammate can try and do something to help Baraka as well in here. He's some fresh mediums. But, well, he demonstrated he doesn't really have the pace of the Ferraris. We get going now. Baraka does get a really good restart. Bialo's got a 3-second time penalty. Got a little on the word there on that final corner. It's a pretty normal thing to happen. There goes Nick FIFA getting the move done on Callas. JM in the pit lane. There goes Cucumber as well, getting the move done on Bio. Here comes Hunter. Nick FIFA down the inside. Theo's got a 3-second time penalty. There goes Nick FIFA, gets the move done on Hunter. Even on slower compound of tires, Joseph now picks up a penalty. And well, we gotta see the Ferrari fight for the lead of the race. There goes Arcubs around the outside. He's gonna try and get the move done against Baraka. Baraka goes defensive there. Nice move there by Baraka, trying to defend against Archives. Archives will be on the move once again. This is the Ferrari master plan. Down the inside goes Archives, gets the move done. Theos will be on it as well. Ferrari team strategy, as I said before. Theos gets ahead of Baraka, and yeah, that wasn't the right call from Baraka. As I said before, he should have fitted for fresh tires, fresh medium tires. Now he might start dropping a bit. I know he still has the pace, and the worst is that Cucumber is not far behind. There goes Nick FIFA against Bio, gets the move done, and is up into 7 of the race. Nick FIFA will also be coming strong now. I think he did the right call in pitting once again for Hart. Cucumber now setting the fastest lap of the race. Arcubs leads, followed by Theos, followed by Baraka. Bialo will also be attacking his own teammate. I don't think Baraka will let him go, as he definitely has much better pace than him, even though the tires are better for Bialo at this stage. And Theos, maybe these two should swap, because Theos is definitely quicker than Arcubs at the moment. Yeah, as I said, these two should definitely swap at this stage. And there goes Theos, retakes the lead of the race. So I said it wasn't over for Theos, even though after the Thales incident, he retakes the lead. Now has the 3 seconds, yes, but once again in the lead, will try and do as better as he can to try and win this race. It's Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Mercedes all together there. Nick FIFA a bit far behind from the leaders though. Will try and do his best to close up those 3 seconds he has. He has no one attacking behind anyway, so won't be a problem for the Red Bull driver as well there. Theos leads, followed by Arcad, followed by Baraka. I think Baraka might still have the pace to try and stick to the DRS with the Ferrari guys. Humor led by Equasar there. Moves up to P5. Caldas now picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Theos almost breaking the DRS against his teammate Arcubs. Now he's done it. He's let Arcubs out of DRS. Arcubs will now have to defend against Baraka. This might be kind of relatively easy job because of he has the fresher tires. Cucumber getting the move done on Bialo here down the inside. Cucumber also coming for it. Bialo, I don't think he will fight Cucumber so hard, or maybe he will. He's actually doing so. He's fought Cucumber harder. Baraka and Arcubs. Arcubs didn't get the DRS with Theos. That will help Baraka close up a bit there in the straight. Theos coming in the final chicane. Now we'll try and build that gap a bit more. Baraka needs to do his best to stick to Arcubs DRS. Now Theos starts pulling away. Bialo also doing a massive job to defend Cucumber. Keep Cucumber behind. Bialo's gone a bit wide there, but I think he still might be able to defend Cucumber in here. Yeah, he has the inside. Massive race by Bialo today, as I said. A really solid drive by this guy. Arcubs now picked up a penalty. Arcubs now picks up a penalty. That will help Baraka, because now he would be in the net lead of the race, though he doesn't really have the pace at this stage with these stars to try and attack the Ferrari guys. Arcubs trying to break that DRS gap with Baraka. Theos also trying to do his best to pull away on those medium tires. Cucumber once again losing his patience with Bialo. I think Bialo's let him by. That's Equasar through as well. Nick FIFA unable to close. Actually, Callas has closed up a bit there in the fight as well. Did Baraka get DRS with Arcubs? He didn't. No, he did get. I thought he didn't, but he did get in the end. The Cucumber now will be at the back of Baraka, will be on for an attack as well. Baraka having to use some of his battery to try and not lose the gap against Archives. Bialo getting retaking the place against Equasar there in the chicane. A three-way team fight for the lead of the race. Baraka closing up once again on Archives. Theos with a lot of battery to deploy. Baraka pushing hard here, and Cucumber's also had to use some battery, especially his battle against Bialo there. Nick FIFA is getting on here for something. He is coming strong. 1.8 behind Equasar already. He is going to be soon closing up to the leaders. Baraka once again gets the DRS with Archives. Archives also having to push as much as possible. Theos has battery. He's trying to save a bit of battery. He's not pulling the gap with the tires. And there goes Cucumber down the inside of Baraka. This old duel of IOR. Goes Cucumber there down the inside. Takes the place against Baraka. Can Baraka try to switch back on Cucumber? Not this time. The tire difference is simply too big between these two. Equasar getting the DRS, ERS against Bialo. He's going to be closing up now. Nick FIFA almost into the back of this two as well. Callas is also doing a really good job sticking to the back of all this train of the Nick FIFA train. Cucumber now setting the fastest lap is going to be right at the back of Archives. Archives need to work now for his teammate. And there goes Bialo getting overtaken by Equasar. In the lead of the race, Theos, I think those stars might start to die a bit. Cucumber thinking about a move against Archives in here, but still unable to get anything done yet. Cucumber right at the back of Archives, Archives slowing Cucumber down. This has to be the Ferrari strategy. Ferrari looking on here for their first win of the season. I think Cucumber will be getting the DRS anyway. That might be a really good play there by Cucumber. Yeah, he's gonna get it, but Archives will get the slipstream instead. Cucumber has not much battery to defend from this one actually, but I think Archives doesn't have much to do in here. Baraka also gets the DRS. Bialo's got another 3-second time penalty. He's going to be attacking Equasar now for that P5 of the race. Down the inside goes the AlphaTauri of the Mercedes. But Equasar will stay ahead this time. Nick FIFA coming strong as well. He will be looking quickly to overtake both Bialo and Equasar as he's looking to close up with the leaders. Following Nick FIFA, he could be on for a move in here. He has to back off. Was a bit too optimistic there by the Red Bull driver. Following the battle for the lead. Baraka trying to get that DRS with Archives. I think he will be getting it by a little margin there. I think he should have got it. I think probably he did get it. Or he did not. Yeah, he did get the DRS. He's got the DRS. Archives has not got the DRS. Cucumber at the back of Zeus, already attacking for the lead of the race. Cucumber already attacking for the lead of the race. Baraka has no ERS. There goes Cucumber, has to back off there. Will not be able to get the move done in here. Fresher tires for Cucumber, goes down the inside. A little slider by Zeus, and Cucumber will retake the lead on his home race. There goes Cucumber down the inside. Not much that could have been done against this man today, to be honest. And there goes the move. Bialo and Equus are battling again in here. There goes Nick Fifa's gonna do the switch back. Nick Fifa's gonna get the two of them in one corner. Well played there by the Red Bull. The two of them bother each other. Nick FIFA took the opportunity, get the move done on the two of them, and it's up to P5, 4.6 seconds behind Baraka. 10 lap fresher tires for Nick FIFA. Can he close up to Baraka is the question now. Cucumber leads, followed by Zeus, followed by Archives, followed by Baraka. Baraka right at the back of Archives now. Will be looking on for that move of the race to take P3. But once again, he has the older tires. This is not going to be easy. Archives, though, goes a bit deep, I think. Or what was that? I don't know, but I saw Archives going really slow to the exit of that corner. Precisely. But in any case, he has managed to stay comfortably in the same position as he was. As I said, Nick FIFA would quickly be closing up. So already close up 4 attempts with Baraka and Archives. We'll see how this will carry on. Equasar once again in the battle against Bialo. Bialo, can he try and get Nick FIFA once again? I think it's going to be a bit complicated. A bit too complicated for Nick FIFA in there. And he's got a 3-second time penalty now. That will definitely complicate things for the Red Bull driver later on. But still, he has shown really good pace. So we'll definitely be on for something better in here. Maybe try get a podium today. We'll see. We definitely got to see. Baraka sticking to the back of Archives. Maybe, I'm not sure he will be able to save ERS. It will be a bit complicated due to the tire age. Meanwhile, Cucumber and Tails building up the gap quickly in the lead. I think these two might have podium secured for the two of them. Tails managing to stick to Cucumber's ERS. He's done a really good job, really solid job. And Cucumber looking for another win today on his home track. Baraka right at the back of Archives. He's looking to go for it. He's gonna try and go for it down the inside in here. Has to back off. Has to back off. I think was a bit too risky there. Think about it. And Bialo. Oh no! Bialo off. Bialo's off after a massive race. He's had an incident there. And Equasar as well. Equasar had the issue as well. Something that didn't go the right way between these two. Now, mess up by both the AlphaTauri and Equasar. Hope Bialo does finish the race too, because he will score points anyway. Cucumber now has built up the gap against Zeus. And Zeus will not be getting the RS, I think. He will need to try and push a bit, but I think it's going to be a bit hard again. Once again, the tires won't help him at this stage. Quickly pushing to try and get it. He might have a little slight chance of having picked it. I think he did, and in the end, unfortunate for Zeus there, was looking good. But now he can try and blast that battery in the straight to try and close up to Cucumber once again. The battle between these two will resume as well. Baraka versus Archives. Baraka will be getting the move done this time. Yes, he will. Baraka gets ahead of Archives this time. Takes the place. Archives can now try to switch back though. I think he might be just trying to save some battery as he has the tire advantage at this point. Baraka possibly has the pace advantage. But Archives should be having the tire advantage, as I said before, right now. So we'll see if he's gonna try and attack once again for that third of the race. Archives also been saving some battery in there, so Baraka might not be in the most comfortable position right now. DRS for Archives. Can he retake the place against Baraka? Will he try to retake the place against Baraka? Is the question as well. He's not blasting any battery at the moment. We'll see how much he will be behind Baraka coming into the chicane here, into the DRS zone. Gets very close to the back of Baraka there. Is he gonna try and attack? He's had a little slide there. He's gonna have to use a bit of battery to try and close up once again to Baraka. Baraka keeps losing some time to Theos. Those mediums working good right now at the moment. Cucumber in the pit lane. Cucumber and Theos in the pit lane. So these two still think there's gonna be needed of another stop. Baraka stays out. Same as Archives. Interesting strategy decision in here. Where are they coming out? P8, P9. How far are they? Are they gonna come ahead or behind Black Bella? Definitely ahead at this point. Both on fresh medium tires. Sales now needs to try and push. He wants to close up on Cucumber there. Following Baraka and Archives in the battle for the lead of the race. Baraka would be, I think, in a really good position if he had already made his stop. Could well be on looking for the win of this race, but as it stands now, it's gonna be complicated. Cucumber has 2 seconds to try and push a bit. Archive saving battery. He's been smart. He's trying possibly to save battery to after the pit stop. Meanwhile, just trying to work alongside Baraka to make up pace. He's now quickly at the back of Baraka. Are these two stopping? Or is Baraka stopping finally? He isn't. He will be staying out for one more lap. Now, Archives, is he gonna think about the move now for the lead of the race? He is not. Meanwhile, all this, Nick FIFA is quickly closing up. 3.4 the gap now. He's managed to close up a lot. Hunter could well be for a win in here, but I don't think those stars will survive in good performance to the end of this race. So that might be a complication for Hunter's win hopes today. Cucumber at the back of Joseph. Also gotta say, Nick FIFA is in a good position to win this race as well. So in that case, Joseph needs to do the work for him. Joseph needs to try and defend Cucumber as hard as he can because... No, he's let him by. He just let him go. Nothing to do there. I said Nick FIFA as well can try and go to the end of this race. Baraka stars are dead now. Absolutely dead. Archives is going, getting the move done easily. I think he didn't even need battery, but I think he might have been trying to do this to try and pit first. He's actually not pitting, and he's gone wide. Widening the wall. Massive mistake by Archives there. Nick FIFA will be coming now. Archives left the session. Nick FIFA will be on now for the lead of the race. Easy lead of the race by Nick FIFA there. Baraka in the pit lane will be coming out on soft tires. Hopefully there wasn't a hit between Baraka and Archives. That would be very unfortunate. But I want to think that Archives just made a mistake on his own and went off there. Theo sends a massive dive on Arietta there into the corner. Cucumber quickly up and into second of the race. I think there's not much Nick FIFA can really do against. Yeah, he's going to be losing up anyway because of the penalty, the time penalty there for Nick FIFA. Nick FIFA now will be... Archives rejoins. Archives has rejoined the lobby. And he leaves again. Cucumber getting the move done on Nick FIFA. Tay retakes the lead of the race. Theos will be looking for it as well. As I said, tire difference is big on this track. Is Nick FIFA gonna pit though, or is he gonna try and stay out on those old hard tires? Theos got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Baraka on softs, quickly closing up the gap against Archives. Well, Archives is a ghost, so not much to see in here. Nick FIFA, Theos going down the inside of Nick FIFA, takes P2 off the race. Now Nick FIFA will be getting the DRS against Theos. Cucumber comfortable in the lead of the race. Baraka will be quickly closing up the gap to these guys as well. Baraka looking up here for a... could be a P2 finish. How much penalties does Zeus have? 6 seconds. It's a bit far though, but we can't discard a P2 by Baraka today. We gotta see. At least he could be on enough for a podium for sure. Cucumber leads, followed by Theos, followed by Nick FIFA, followed by Arieta, followed by Joseph, followed by Baraka, followed by Archives. Baraka quickly closing up to Joseph Vesely. Cucumber now building up the gap against Zeus. Baraka sets now the fastest lap of the race. Baraka is right at the back of Joseph Vesely. Now Joseph once again, if he wants to try and defend for Nick FIFA's podium, this is gonna have to be the moment to do it. But I really don't think he can do much against Baraka on this stage. He can for sure try and back him up a bit there. He has slowed him down a bit there. Baraka goes a bit off there. And I think he will be actually getting the move done around the outside easily. Yes, there he goes. Baraka gets the move done, as I said. Really not much that could be done there to hold into that place. Now Baraka's next step is going to be against Arieta, who is 1.2 seconds ahead. Hunter now picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Baraka at the back of Arieta. Has not got the DRS, though with the tire difference should be enough to try and get it done against the Haas driver in P4 of the race. Baraka looking good, as I said before, for a P2 finish. Or a P3 in the worst. Right at the back of Arieta. Very close to his back. He doesn't need to make the mistake Thales did. And there goes Baraka. Once again, I think would have been a bit too optimistic. And as I said before, needs to be careful to not do what Thales did previously. Arieta going very defensive against Baraka, even though of the tire difference. Arieta really wants to have the fight in here. Doing a solid job there. He's gonna go defensive now. Baraka will try and get it done around the outside. Arieta once again will hold up into this place. Interesting battle between these two. Arieta doing a good defense on older tires than Baraka. This will also be complicating Baraka in here. Down the inside they go. Who is gonna be ahead? Who's got the DRS? It's Baraka who got the DRS. Good job there by Baraka getting the DRS against Arieta. Theos got another penalty. Then that's gonna be, I think, 100% sure Baraka second place on this race. Because, yeah, 9 seconds for Theos. He might even end up losing against Nick FIFA. But I don't think, because Theos stars are better than Nick FIFA at this point. So I really don't see it happening. Almost 5 laps for the end of this race. I think Theos is pushing as hard as he can for that to close up the gap with Cucumber. Theos is 7 seconds behind. No, Nick FIFA is 7 seconds behind Theos. Also, what I gotta say is Baraka's actually 10 seconds behind Theos. So Theos still has a slight chance of picking up that podium, that second place. If they have the same pace, then Theos will be on for it. If the pace is equal between Baraka and Theos, as I said before, Theos will be on for sure for the second place of the podium, or can at least try and fight for it. Who can I give my driver of the day for today? I was thinking Bialo, but after the incident, I could well go Bialo, Baraka, Theos, probably because of the fight back after the Thales incident. Well, Cucumber, the man that wins every weekend, could well give it to him as well, but I maybe want to try and do some variety in here and not try to pick Cucumber all the time, but we'll see. Baraka, in any case, right at the back of Nick FIFA, will be on for an attack. Nick FIFA saved some ERS. I don't think that ERS will be that helpful against Baraka on this stage. Nick FIFA might just try and let him go. or maybe not. Bialo out of the race in the pit lane. I was really hoping he would finish, so he would score points. But in the end, that won't be possible. He's retired in the pit lane. Nick FIFA gonna go defensive there. A bit of a confusing move between these two. I think Baraka got the DRS. Did he? Yes, he did. Nick FIFA, I don't think there's much he can do. Actually, there might be something he can do. He's trying to attack Baraka. He's gonna try and get it done once again. Down the inside. This will be really good for Theos. Nick FIFA showing really good straight line speed in there. Coming into the chicane, and it's gonna be Nick FIFA ahead, but Baraka, have to remember, he has the DRS. Nick FIFA though gets really good straight line speed. Down the inside is gonna go Baraka. Sends it down the inside really hard on the brakes there. Gets the move done up to third of the race though. Having to fight all this has made him lost time against Zeus in there. I think the tire difference between these two is not that big. No, Zeus has made a mistake, I think, because he's quickly losing time with Cucumber. And does he have any wing damage? No. But something didn't went well with Zeus there, and he is lost time to Baraka. Now Baraka, as I said, now will be on. He's in a really good position now for that second place. I saw him 10 seconds behind, but now just 8.8. He is right there at the doors of the podium. But now he, I think, has had a little slide in error in the exit, but I think nothing to worry about. Tails also possibly making that. Tires will not be the best at this stage. We'll have to see if there will be any difference between the mediums and the softs by the end of the race. Caldas getting up the move done on Arrieta as well. He's gonna be on a really good race for himself as well. Down the inside goes Caldas. Gets the move done up into P5. Now let's make it this way. What place did Caldas start this race? He started very far behind Arrieta. I have a lot of people I could pick as driver of the day. But I'm gonna go with Theos or Baraka for driver of the day today. Last weekend I picked Baraka as driver of the day. This weekend I am between him and Theos. Baraka because of the final fight back, but I have to say that he also messed it up in the strategy. Because I think if he pitted earlier on the race, then it would have worked better than what it ended being at the end of it. But Theos, by his side, has done a really good fight back. I picked just simply a lot of penalties, so that would be the reason I wouldn't give it to him. But in any case, and yeah, Cucumber, of course, Cucumber for sure. Driver of the day, Cucumber, yeah. He's done basically what he always does, and he's going for wing number 35, if I'm not wrong, this weekend. And basically, I guess, championship over as well. I don't see really Thales close him up later on this season. Simply too many DNFs for the McLaren driver. I guess we can call it definitely championship over for Cucumber. Arrieta now picks up a time penalty. Caldas is attacking Hunter for P5 of the race, but Caldas has way too many penalties. That's gonna be Hunter definitely taking that spot. Nick FIFA in the end, as I said before, he did go to the end of the race, but I think that wasn't the right call either, because you can see how much he lost to Cucumber, Theos and Baraka in the end. Solid P4 though for Nick FIFA, after maybe not the best weekends. In Baku especially, where he got pulled and ended up in DNF. So, well, in any case, lap 35 out of 35. Cucumber is gonna win once again on his home race. If I'm not wrong, he's won. And yeah, well, Theos picks another penalty. If there was a slight chance, Theos could still try and stand in second place. Oh, Theos runs out of fuel, or something's gone wrong there. Something's heartbreak for Theos in the end. It's not fuel. I don't think it's fuel, but something's gone wrong with Theos there. He's quickly dropping off. Why? I don't see a fuel issue on. Doesn't appear the red light there, but wow, Theus is dropping. Nick FIFA finishes on the podium in a surprising way. Baraka having issues as well. Has a little slider, but he will be able to hold into his second place of the race. Following Cucumber for another win in the Canadian Grand Prix at his home track. Canadian people happy. Cucumber's 5th win in Canada. Cucumber wins the Canadian Grand Prix by a long margin. Baraka will come home to finish in second place of the race. Another podium for the AlphaTauri driver. Nick FIFA will come home in P3. Podium for the Red Bull, second podium of the season. Same as Baraka, both getting their second podium of the season. Hunter on P4, really good race there by the Alpha driver. Callas P5, might well give him driver of the day. And I'm not sure what happened with Theus, but simply went slow. Now he's out of fuel, but before, what happened? Joseph P6, good scoring for the Red Bull team. Equus are unable to get a better result than P9. And Archives and Wesley will not be scoring points because of finishing as a go, so TMC is going to be the last finisher today. TMC will cross the line to finish on P12 of the race. And while Cucumber wins, once again, as I said, in his home track, Baraka takes fastest lap of the race. Will be one more point for the AlphaTauri driver then as well. And driver of the day in the end, I'm gonna go Baraka. Simply a good fight back in the end. Maybe the strategy wasn't the best at the start, but Theus, too many penalties, and well, I don't know what happened in that lap, but if it was fuel, then that's on his own as well. So yeah, I'm gonna give Baraka driver of the day. No penalties as well. In a very easy track, same as Cucumber, and yeah, to try to go a bit with variety and not pick Cucumber every weekend, I'm gonna go Baraka this time for driver of the day. And we're gonna go now with the post-race interviews and national anthem as well, like usual. And we're gonna go now with the Canadian national anthem for the Canadian driver winning in the Canadian Grand Prix, 35th win in IOR career. And well, now we will head into the post-race interviews. We have only our race winner Cucumber in the party chat, but let's go straightly with our winner of the Canadian Grand Prix. So congratulations once again, Cucumber, another win on your home track, the 5th one in your IOR career once again, and your 4th win of the season as well. So how did the car and everything in general feel around there on track today at your home track? Maybe quali wasn't the easiest because of the conditions, but in the end you managed to retake that lead quickly in the race, and well, I think pretty much you had everything under control since the Thales and Theos incident happened.
Yeah, qualifying was a bit interesting. I saw on the radar it was gonna rain in like 5 or 6 minutes, so I made sure to get out early, and I was one of the first cars out. But unfortunately, going through the final chicane to start my lap, I invalidated my lap, so I had to turn off my ERS and just kind of coast and let everyone by. And then, as I was going to do my next lap, it started raining as I was going through the final chicane. I wasn't really sure, like, the grip levels or, I mean, where it was going to put me. I managed to get second place, which I was happy with. I thought I was going to be farther down, but I guess the rain wasn't too much at the time. I think if I didn't screw up the first lap, I think obviously could have been closer to pole because there was no, rain on the track, but I was happy with second place regardless. And then for the race, race was pretty good. We got a decent start. I saw Tails was on the softs. I didn't really know the strategy around here. I just kind of took the one it gave me, which was the hard to medium. So I saw Tails on the soft, so I knew he was coming close very quickly, and he was, so I let him by. And I don't really know what happened with him in the Ferrari. I just saw him kind of move to the right, then move back to the racing line, and it just seemed like he got the brakes messed up a little bit, and he tapped Teos, which is super unfortunate, but I mean, it kind of gifted me a pretty straightforward first stint. So we had the safety cars, and then once the first one came out, I think it was a bit too early, so I ended up staying out with Barack. And then we had a couple laps till the next one, which I think happened at lap 10, which I was kind of, I don't know if I pit or not, but I ended up pitting because I thought it was just, I don't know, I didn't think it was worth staying out, so I ended up pitting for the mediums, hoping that another safety car wouldn't come out, which I was lucky about. And then on the restart of that safety car, I don't know, one of the Williams hit the wall and was still weaving. It was kind of weird, so I had a bit of a gap to catch up once I passed them both. But the mediums were so much quicker. I knew those guys would be pretty slow on old tires, so I ended up getting to the front pretty quick. And then my plan was always to stop again, because I knew around this track the dag's not crazy, but the grip fall off is pretty substantial once the tires hit like 20%, 25%. Like, they really start to fall off. So my plan was always to pit like lap 23, which I did, and I made quick work of the cars. So yeah, it was pretty smooth, pretty happy. The car felt good. It was pretty predictable. So yeah, overall good race.
And well, now let's talk a bit about the championship. I think at this stage, well, Thales was the closest to you to fight for the championship, but now with another DNF, 30 more points to you, I think we could call it actually might be well over unless something really weird happens. So how do you feel about the championship itself? I mean, it's round 6 out of 16, almost half the season. You have, I think, an 80-point gap to Thales, probably a bit less to Equasar, but as his teammate, and he doesn't have the pace to you, shouldn't really be something to worry about. So how do you feel about the remaining rounds? Do you just go and take it easy, try and finish every race on the podium, or just try to avoid DNFs, I think? Or
how many races are left?
10 more races.
10 more races, okay, wow. So we still have quite a bit of races, something might happen. How many have I won?
4 out of 6. Thales won the other 2.
Have I won 4 in a row?
Not in a row. You won...
No.
2 in a row at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be the same thing. Just good qualifying. Uh, you know, IOR is pretty unpredictable safety cars, so you have to make the right decisions during the race. But as long as we have a good qualifying, that really solves a lot of the issues with you know, trying to get on the podium and trying to go for the win. But I don't know. I expect Tails to have a good fight back after a tough couple rounds. So yeah, we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. It's working. So.
Next round will be in Austria, another very close track like Canada. I think an even more close track like the DRS train will be crazy. I think the skill gap is not really that big around that track, as it is really easy to stick. So we probably will see drivers that usually not the front, possibly sticking to a DRS train and stuff. Probably won't have your pace and Thales or Baraka's pace, but we'll definitely be on there to try and do something. We saw, for example, Archives, Nick FIFA have the pace to battle at the front, so I think could be a very exciting race. Could be like around a 5 or 6 way fight for the win. What do you think?
Yeah, Austria is always super close. Like closest track on the calendar. I expect a lot of guys to be like quick, just how short of a lap it is. I don't mind Austria. I find it annoying for the fact that it's hard to break out the DRS with the 3 DRS zones. But yeah, that track is going to be very crucial to have a good qualifying because yeah, you don't really want to be stuck in the midfield. There's usually a lot of carnage in terms of going up to turn 2 and yeah, so or turn 3, whatever they want to call it. But as long as we can start in the top 3 and work ourselves there, it should be fine. But I expect it to be a bit more difficult than Canada in terms of overtaking. It's a lot easier to overtake on Austria than it is in Canada.
Yeah, so it's much easier due to the, especially in turn 3 or 4, however you want to call it. Of course, the main straight's not the most ideal place to overtake. But I guess you don't have any official win in Austria, I think. Like on a season, you did win the second anniversary IOR race in Austria, but didn't take part of the championship. So might actually be your chance to win it for the first time as part of the championship.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll try our best. I think we have a good shot. You know, we're on a pretty good hot streak at the moment in these last couple weeks. So I think, like I said, if we keep having good qualities, which we've been doing, and keeping consistent in the race, I think yeah, we can have a good shot. But I do expect Tails and Barak and the other guys to be super competitive.
And well, after that we have Silverstone before our second break, and well, I gotta say that's a totally different story. That's one of your alien tracks, like track where you always shown to be an alien since you race in IOR. So I think that might be a much better race for you. You can even try and win it by a quite decent gap to the rest of the grid. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll try our best. I really do like Silverstone. It's one of my favorite tracks. I think it's yeah, it's just an amazing track. It's super flowing. I don't have any issues with any part of that track. I think every sector just works so well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be hoping for a win around there.
Alright then, I think that's gonna be all for the interview. So once again, congratulations on your 5th win on your home track and your win number 35 in your IOR career, and well, we'll meet next weekend for Austria.
Thank you.
Well, and that's gonna be the end of the post-race interviews, and I actually have a lot of messages in the YouTube chat, so before cutting the stream, I'm gonna quickly give a look at those. Of course, if they are still there.
Where did Equazar finish? Do you know?
P9. He had an
P9.
incident with Bialo.
Yeah, Biola was defending hard.
Yeah. Right, I don't think I'll read the YouTube box anymore, but... Well, that's the end. We'll meet again next weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix. Goodbye, everyone.